Hello and welcome to this video series on article marketing. In this video, we're going to be going over some of the points to consider when paying someone else to write your articles for you. Now, writing articles can be fun, but they are definitely time consuming. Even if it only takes you 2 to 3 hours to write a high quality article, is this really the best use of your internet marketing time? If you can use that same 2 to 3 hours doing something else that will directly make you money, then hiring someone or outsourcing this task might be a better idea. Getting a friend, spouse, child, or parent to write quality articles for you, for nothing more than a thank you, is ideal, but since this is highly unlikely, then typically what you're looking for is a ghostwriter or a freelance writer. A ghostwriter or freelance writers are people that are paid to write ebooks, books, web content, reports, articles, and even stories where the credit for writing them goes to the person paying for it, not the person who actually did the writing. You can do a quick search on your favorite search engine for article ghostwriters and freelancers and come up with thousands of possibilities. Now, I've listed a few of them here. Also, you can post an ad in Craigslist and/or check out a local college for students looking to make some extra spending money. But the websites will most likely be your best bet. Now, some of these sites are just for posting a request to do a job for you. Others are where the writers will bid against each other to get your business. In this case, the one that bids the lowest cost is usually the one that gets the job, but not always. You always need to think about the quality of the finished product, not just how much you paid for it. Now, try and get some examples or samples of previous articles they've written so you can get an idea of the quality of their work. Now, remember though, some writers may not be able to do this because of the confidentiality they have with the person they did the work for previously. So try and get a sample if nothing else, but be respectful if they cannot. Now, here are a few things that you need to think about before you go hunting for someone to do your article writing. Number one that I came up with is, how long do you want your article? The longer your article, the more you should be willing to pay for it. Subject matter? If the subject matter of your article is highly technical, you should be prepared to pay a little bit more. Your ghostwriter is not your employee. Now, don't expect them to drop everything just because, you asked them to do your article for you. Be patient and reasonable with the delivery time frame. Number 4, use your ghostwriter's knowledge. They probably are a little bit more experienced in writing articles than you are, and that's probably why you're hiring them. So be open to their ideas and suggestions. Number 5, a lot of ghostwriters would prefer to have a continual flow of little checks rather than just one large one. So offer a steady stream of work rather than just one large task. This should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Always pay your ghostwriters on time and as agreed. Most of them are going to require an upfront deposit, but regardless of whether this is the case or not, or the ghostwriter agrees to be paid after completion, be sure and pay them on time. Now, as far as how much to pay for your articles, there's really no set price. The market pretty much determines this. Now, that being said, be ready to fork over between $5 and $50 per article. Naturally, the amount you pay is determined by the quality, content, length of, and where you go to get the article written. If you give someone a project for 10 to 20 articles, they're most likely going to charge you a little less than if you were to only give them, say, one article to write. Now, instead of jumping in head first with a project of, let's say 100 articles just from one person, let's try maybe giving, say, 5 different people working on 20 articles each. And this can be kind of an interview process as well. I've seen writers charge, like I was saying, between $5 and $20 per article, depending upon who the writer is and, again, how many articles you want written. You definitely want to check into the freelance writers because they will most likely have a lower overhead, like not having to pay for office space, employees, utilities, and so on. You will want to read the articles rather than just accept them naturally and go on ahead and publish them. So it's beneficial to know the basic points behind what makes a good article, like the ones that we went over in the previous videos on writing your own articles from scratch. Now, one site that I came across is called Rent a Ghostwriter. You can, as the name says, rent a ghostwriter, but they also have a pre-written PLR article section that you can preview and purchase right from their site. Now, this saves you a lot of time in the hiring process, and this is the biggie, their PLR articles are sold only once, so you will avoid the duplicate content penalty, that search engines always throw at you. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the site here. This is their web address, and they got a whole lot of good stuff in here. Right here's the PLR articles link. Go ahead and click on that. And here's the most recent article, and you've got a whole bunch of categories you can choose from here. And you just simply click on, let's say this in here for the foreclosures. Unfortunately, it's kind of a timely article. And it gives you a little snippet of the article here, a little bit about the author, the bio box, if you will. And if you're interested in more, well, you just add that to your cart and purchase it. The prices are reasonable, but I'll leave that up to you to check further into that. And it is rare, and understandably so, that most of these sites do not have a set price table on their websites. Without first seeing what you want, it's hard to provide you with the cost. I did, however, come across a pretty cool site that did offer you a price list, plus it will also offer you a large discount, for multiple orders. And it's called Article Authors. And here's their URL right here. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, it's pretty neat. If nothing else, if you get a chance to go ahead and check it out. And I didn't check into the ebooks because, well, that's for a different video. But the articles section here, as it says, they've got over 8,500 articles that they've already written, so they've got the experience. If you click on this link here, or the image, it brings you to their articles section. And just scroll on down here a tad bit. And right here, they give you a price right here. It also goes on to provide you with some info on bulk content. So the more you order, the less it might be. But again, this gives you an idea. And typically the article size for a lot of article directories you're looking for is going to be less than 600 words. So depending upon what you're looking for, and like for example, the directory I always throw up, the e-zine articles, they've got a minimum of 250 words. So right there you are, $8 to $15. So again, if you cannot get mom or grandma or the sis or dad or your significant other to write the articles for you, for a simple thank you or a 6-pack of beer, well, this could be your option. Paying for someone else to do your articles for you has been done over and over again, and it's definitely a good way to go, especially if you're looking at saving some time yourself so you can concentrate on other items that you're better at doing. Now, this brings us to the end of this video on hiring someone to write your articles for you. I hope you enjoyed it and learned from it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.